White supremacists hate neurodivergent people, particularly autistic people. So I normally think of, along with history of white supremacy, coming first, but it's not a hill I'm willing to die on. Maybe you know something I don't. But I especially have been thinking of this with the whole people blaming Elon's Sig Heil on autism, because the schmazzies specifically targeted children with autism. And they did this because autistics are very hard to get them to comply with fascism. Autistic people have an internal gaze and not an external gaze, and so they're more likely to do what they want to do instead of what they feel like society wants them to do. And so it's very hard to get most autistic people to comply with fascism. Not that it never happens, but the Schnazis did see it as a threat, to the point where Dr. Asperger, who diagnosed Asperger's syndrome, was leveraged by the Schnazis to diagnose which children with Asperger's he thought would not be conformist, and he determined which of them were unalived. And that is part of why we don't call Asperger's syndrome Asperger's anymore. We instead see it as on the lower end of the spectrum of autism, and also because of scientific reasons of it is on the spectrum. We just don't categorize them as Asperger's or autism anymore. We see it as a spectrum. Behind all of the principles, white supremacy, patriarchy, neurotypicalness, is seeing anything different as bad and thinking there's only one right way to do things. That's behind the unwritten rules of work that I research, and it's used for a lot of harm for a long time.